So today we're going to talk about the LEGO Star Wars set 75413, the Republic Juggernaut. The set came out in 2025 and was instantly surrounded by a lot of controversy and still gets a lot of hate to this day. The set comes with 813 pieces. It includes 8 minifigures, which are the 3 B-1 battle droids, the Jedi Ki-Adi-Mundi, 3 Galactic Marine clone troopers, and the clone commander Bakara. Bakara and Ki-Adi-Mundi are exclusive to this set. The Galactic Marines were exclusive to this set until very recently. In the EU, they have magazines that come with paper bags or foil bags. Well, they used to be foil bags now. I think they're all switching to paper bags. They just recently released a Galactic Marine clone trooper in one of those, which caused another wave of anger surrounding this set. I'll be discussing the minifigures and the build itself and give my thoughts on whether or not you should purchase this, if it's worth the money, and maybe go into a little bit about what I kind of think about the hate this set has been receiving. But before we get into that, one way you can help support this channel is by liking and subscribing, and be sure to share this video with all the other LEGO fans in your life. Now, let's jump into the minifigs. So up first, we're going to talk about the B-1 battle droid. This is the standard battle droid. If you've seen any of the movies, this is the grunt, the kind of silly battle droid that is just there. They haven't updated these guys, as far as I know, in forever. They still come with the ridiculous arm that is useless in my opinion. You get the 3 of them. They really should have included more, or at least included some super battle droids. That would have made the set feel a little bit more worth it, but there's nothing really special about these guys. Or they could have included some of the more special, I think there's like some different colored pieces that you can, like in the middle here, their chest piece, which signifies like different ranks and stuff like that. They could have just included more of these. There are several options they could have gone with on the separatist side of the set, and I feel like they just kind of phoned it in and just gave with the bare minimum. So next we'll talk about Ki-Adi-Mundi. This is probably one of my least favorite Jedis, honestly. His printing is okay, nothing super special. He does have at least different colored arms instead of just brown. But the printing on his head and his actual head is actually pretty cool. Comes with the blue lightsaber with the silver hilt or chrome hilt. He does have a little bit of printing on his legs, but still no like dual molded legs or anything like that. A little printing on the back that kind of shows like a hood and some wrinkles in his shirt. Yeah, other than that, he's just a pretty okay fig. Like I said, he is exclusive to this set. There was an older version, which I think like the top part maybe have been rubber-ish on that one, and so this one is plastic, and it just kind of pops on and off like a headgear. Here we have Clone Commander Bakara. I think this is a pretty cool fig. I really love his helmet. I think his helmet is probably one of the best features of any of these figs. And there's his standard clone head. I feel like the tone of it is a little darker than some of them, almost orangey, nougaty, and some of the other ones have been kind of like that white tannish color. I love the printing on his chest, his torso, and legs. He does have some pretty nice back printing as well. Other than that, yeah, he just comes with a standard blaster rifle for clones. He's still a pretty cool fig. It's nice to have another clone commander. Here we have the 3 Galactic Marine clone troopers. I think these are some of the figs that really got people excited about this set. I mean, I know I was very excited when these came out. Movies, you see very little of them. I'm really not sure you see them really in the show or not, but they have some really cool printing on them. There's their clone heads, and then they do have printing on their back as well. If you take the backpack off, they do have that kind of clone printing. And yeah, they come with these little backpack things, which are a little different. It's always nice when they include different accessories for some of the more specialty clones. I guess they're specialty clones, I'm not real sure. I feel like they could have at least given one more Galactic Marine clone trooper with this set, and then plus more of the separatist droids. So this build gets a lot of hate. People say it's unstable. I haven't really had any problems with the wheels rolling, staying on, anything like that. I think the build is actually really cool. Now, is it worth the money? We'll get into that here in a second. But it does have a lot of play features. It has stud shooters on both sides and a stud shooter on the back, and then here's supposed to be like the turret controls for this back here. And it does have, it opens up back here, and these open just a little bit. I'll show you the inside there. So like a guy would sit in there. This swivels around. I mean, it's a stud, so it swivels around a little bit. And then you can put a guy up here, and if you wanted to, you could pull that out and turn it around, or take this piece off and turn it around, so you could face either way. These actually open up on both sides. so you can see the interior there. This also opens up so you can see someone in the cockpit. I'm not super familiar with this actually in like the show or anything like that. I think it's a super cool vehicle. Yeah, I think this gives lots of opportunity for scenes if you wanted to film or do some sort of photography with the interior. I think it would be really cool. I just think it's a really cool. Oh, and then this back flap also opens up as well, so you can really get to the interior really well. Like I said, I love this build. I think it's super cool. Yeah, so it retails for $160 roughly. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I got it on sale around last Christmas, I believe. Fred Meyer, I think they had like a 25% or 20% off toys. I was able to pick this up then. Would I have paid the $160 plus tax depending on where you live? Probably not. I do love this set a lot, but would I pay that much? Absolutely not. It's only 813 pieces. Doesn't seem worth that much. I understand that it's Star Wars and it's licensed. The price for it seems kind of crazy. Now, I have no experience with the older version of this that people really seem to like. I like the build. If it had been cheaper, I think it would have been amazing. I still think it's amazing, and I still think if you're a Star Wars fan or a Clone Wars era fan, it's worth picking up. Now, whether you get it on discount or not, who knows? I haven't seen it go on sale for just like a regular sale for this versus like just a general Lego sale kind of thing, or like a regular 20% off or something like that at most places. I loved building it. You can go see if you go to my Instagram, which is just animated bricks, you can see the time-lapse build of it. I enjoyed it immensely building it. I don't even like Technic that much, and so like the wheels are all Technic axles and stuff, which were a little monotonous to put the wheels and stuff together, but I think they look really good. I think it's a good-looking vehicle, and I definitely don't think it deserves the hate that it gets. Some people were saying that you go into the store, you should grab it and go hide it so nobody can buy it kind of thing. I think that's ridiculous, way overblown, childish, if you ask me. I don't think that's what Lego and being part of the Lego community should be about. Yes, you can voice your frustrations and your displeasure with Lego and the pricing and all that, but to be childish and go hide a set somewhere is ridiculous to me. I'll probably get hate for that, but that's just how I feel. So some final thoughts here. Is it worth spending $160 on? No. But is it worth picking up? Yes. I know that seems at odds with each other. Trust me, it's a fun set. Its playability is great. Its shelf presence also looks good. And I mean, at least in my opinion, I think it looks good on the shelf. My kids love it. They love playing with it. I just think it has lots of features, and it's everything I want in this kind of vehicle, except for the price. Like I said, I have no experience with the older version. I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of the older Star Wars sets. I have a few, but I had kind of stopped collecting at that point. So I'm kind of getting back into it. And yes, Star Wars is expensive. I get that. It also does make some pretty cool sets. Now, if you've seen some of my other stuff online, I do think Lego Star Wars is one of the most overrated themes. I do not think this one is overrated. I think this set is very underrated and not deserving of the hate that it gets. So if you liked today's video, be sure to like and subscribe, and like I said, share it with other Lego people in your life or just the Lego community in general. It'll help my channel and help me out. I look forward to the next video and sharing that with all of you. So thanks for watching.